Now we'll learn about a very important package, Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a graph plotting or visualization library used to create figures and axes. That means it's a Python library for plotting of figures and axes so that we can have a graphical format of data. So basically, Matplotlib is used to draw 2D graphics. And by using this library, we can have a variety of plots such as line, scatter, bar, histogram, pie chart, and so on. Now we'll understand through programs how we can plot these graphs. But before that, let's understand about pyplot. The pyplot is a submodule contains the majority of Matplotlib's functionality. Therefore, to draw different kind of graphs, we have to import this library in this way. We have to write import then matplotlib.pyplot because this pyplot is the submodule in Matplotlib. Now we'll see programs to plot different kind of graphs. And we have to use plot function to draw a line from one point to another point or other kind of graphs. And this plot function takes x and y values in arrays as parameters. Now let's understand how we can draw a line using this plot function. And to draw a line, first we have to import the library import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Here plt is the alias. Now we have to call the plot function using plt in this way, plt.plot, and the parameters are arrays containing points for x and y coordinates. And finally we have to call the show function to display the lines. And for this program, the lines will be drawn from the points from 1, 5, that is 1 is the x coordinate and 5 is the y coordinate. In same way, second point will be 2, 7 and third one will be 3, 2. Now we'll try this program on a Google Colab notebook. And this is our Google Colab notebook. So first rename this file as matplotlib, then take a text cell to make a heading, and heading will be line draw. Click here, then double click this. Now take a code cell and start writing program here. So first we have to import the library, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Then call plot function using plt. So it will be plt.plot and parameters will be arrays containing points for x and y coordinates. So I'm taking the same values 1, 2 and 3, then comma, and for y coordinates it's 5, 7 and 2. And finally we have to call show function to display the lines. Now let's run this program, and we got 2 lines here from the points 1, 5, so 1 from x coordinate and 5 for y coordinate. So this point is 1, 5, then second point will be 2, 7. That means this point is 2, 7, and third point will be 3 x coordinate and 2 y coordinate. That means this point will be 3, 2. Now, there are some problems in this graph that there is no title and labels in this graph. Actually, it doesn't make sense if there is no title and labels. So let's see how we can add title and labels, as we don't know what is x-axis and what is y-axis. And finally, we'll also put a grid. So to put title to the plot, we have to call title function, and inside the parenthesis we have to write name of the title. In same way, to name the x and y coordinate, we will use x label and y label functions, and inside the parenthesis in quote we have to write the name of the x coordinate and name of the y coordinate. And to put grid lines to the plot, we have to use a grid function, and inside the parenthesis we have to write true without quote. Now let's try all these functions in the same graph. Scroll it down a little bit. So first we will call title function using PLT, and the value will be inside the quote line draw, so that the title of this graph will be line draw. Let's run this, and you can see the title is line draw. Now we'll call the functions x label and y label to put name to x-axis and y-axis. Let's call this function plt dot x label, and it will have the value x-axis. In same way, call y label function, and value will be y-axis. Run this program again, and you can observe that the name of this coordinate is now x-axis and this one is y-axis. Now we'll try to put a grid. We have to call grid function. So call grid and write true inside the parenthesis. Let's run this program again, and you can see we have grids also in this graph. So that's it for today. Now we'll try to plot scatter, bar and histogram in next lecture.